Hello, I am back, black again to do another reading on the University of Idaho for students. I know in the last video I accidentally may have said Ohio, but it is what it is. Sometimes you get words mixed up. Ohio, Idaho. The intention is still there, the message is still there, and the accuracy, most importantly, is still there. All right, so thank you all for listening and watching. Speaking of accuracy, I am Lamarr Townsend. I'm a psychic, an energy channeler, a tarot reader, and an astrologer. I am available for personal readings. If you would like your own personal reading, definitely reach out to me. You can text me at 703-791-9162. I am also available for international clients as well. I do also have WhatsApp and things of that nature. You can email me at lamarr.townsend@gmail.com, or the best place to get a reading and check out what I offer is to just visit my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com, and that's also where you can book your reading with me and purchase your reading with me. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the video. And I thank you all so much for being here. Once again, if you would like a reading, you can go right to the storage section of my website. First of all, this is my website, so once you've reached this page, you know you're on the right page. You can scroll down and read reviews from people who have purchased readings from me. Alright. And you can also scroll down and follow me down here on Instagram and Facebook, where I post as well. And if you would like a reading, go right to the store section. This is where you would go to view all the rates, services, products, classes, candles, and different types of things I do offer. I offer email readings, phone readings, video recorded readings where you send your questions, and then I record myself doing your reading on my own time, typically within 1 to 3 days, and then I email you the video to keep. I do birth chart readings. I do, like I said, candles. I do tarot classes, astrology classes, spiritual development classes. I do past life readings, mediumship readings if you want to connect to the spiritual realm. Past life is if you want to learn about your past lives. I also do dream interpretation readings and so much more. So that's where you can go to book a reading with me. Thank you all for listening and watching. Once again, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Buy your ticket to the show by hitting the like button. It is free. And I thank you all for enjoying the show. We did do a reading on the University of Idaho for students a couple days ago, and here we are today. In that reading I did a lot of energy. I put a lot of my energy and effort into that reading. So I did not appreciate the disrespectful comments, pointing out the fact that I accidentally, because when I'm channeling, I'm not paying attention a lot sometimes to what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I see, what I feel. That's what I'm focusing on. So I didn't really appreciate the comments, kind of like trying to discredit me basically because I said the wrong word. A lot of psychics and tarot readers say wrong words, mispronounce things, and they still have accurate readings, including myself. So, like I said, no one's perfect. I'm still damn good at my job. I'm still one of the best psychics, tarot readers, astrologers on the internet, just not just on YouTube, on the internet, period. So, that is what that is. All right. So I thank you all so much for listening and watching. And let's go ahead and get into the reading on the Idaho 4. We did have some recent updates. I think the Idaho police, did I say Ohio or did I say Idaho? See, I'm not paying attention to what I'm saying. I'm just talking. Anyway, the police did come out and say that they had thousands of leads or thousands of people come forth or something like that they're kind of sifting through. And I just want to see, like, what can we expect with these updates? What updates can Spirit give us about the situation? So let's go ahead and get into it and see what's going on. What does Spirit have to say? I'm going to not channel. I'm actually going to pull cards to conserve my energy because I do have other content and other clients, personal clients, to get to today. Alright, let's go ahead and cleanse the cards and see what we've got going on. Thank you for cleansing and clearing my energy of this deck when you pass reading. Thank you for opening up the channel so that I can get clarity on this situation with these students. In the name of the Mother, the Daughter, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. Amen, amen, amen. Alright, let's see. What updates, Spirit, can you give us about the University of Idaho for students? In this case being solved, what updates can you give us, Spirit? sure you all like the video. Thank you all. First card I get is the Six of Pentacles. So I do feel like information is being fed to the police, to investigators. I do feel like they also have some important evidence or damning evidence as well locked away in key. I don't know why I'm seeing certain evidence. I feel like there's like, I don't know if it's a lock of hair or like a strand of hair. I see like a strand of hair. And certain other small key clues, because I see a lot of like things in baggies, like locked away. I don't know if they're saving these things for like a later date or whatever it is, but I think they're just collecting things. And I also think there's like wagering, like an energy of, what do you know? You know, if you know something, you know, like help us help you kind of thing. I don't know how that would work, but there's something about like wagering. To get information, to collect evidence in some way, shape, or form. Very, very interesting. I feel like a lot of people are wanting to come anonymously with the way these. It's like these people are coming for help, but at the same time, or protection, but at the same time, like feeding information. So people could actually be going to the cops. Um, Feeding them information or what they know, but like with the hopes of like safety being the payback. So I don't know if it's like the energy. I'm trying to get the lighting together. Sorry, so it's not so bright. I don't know if this is like the energy of if I say something, my name will be on record. So then therefore you know who I am. So you don't have to like, you know, you can like know who I am and I can be protected. Like I feel like there's this like thing going on where I don't know if the wagering is if you say something you will be protected, but there's something about this kind of energy I'm seeing. I hope that makes sense. I get the Queen of Pentacles showing up connected to money, finances, personal belongings. Basically, what I was saying here, they're making an incentive to speak. You know how some people sometimes it's like $25,000 reward for so and so. Could be that, but I feel like it's more than that as well. Queen of Pentacles shows up here. This would typically a Queen of Pentacles would be someone older, someone of their age. These four kids' ages, I would more so like expect them to show up as a knight. A knight in tarot, or maybe even a page in tarot, depending on like how old they are. So the fact that this is a Queen of Pentacles makes me think that maybe this could be a prominent woman in terms of finances. Could be one of the mothers, maybe. Putting some money behind this in some way, shape, or form. But money seems to be a factor here. Have I said that before? Money seems to be a factor here. Maybe this is also why it's getting so much media attention as well. I feel like that's part of it. Is getting as much eyes on it as possible. So I'm not sure if one of these kids are connected to a very wealthy parent or something like that, or maybe someone knows someone. But I'm getting like media attention connected to the ability to garner media attention, widespread media attention connected to this Capricorn Virgo Taurus female. I would assume this is to help the case, but the Queen of Pentacles is facing away from the Six of Pentacles, and I did get like investigator energy with this, so it could be this person or this woman is actually doing their own investigation, maybe hiring private investigators of some sort. All right, very interesting. I get the Five of Wands showing up in a placement of communication, intellect, and the mind. This could be conflicting information going on. I feel like this could be because this shows up in a placement of local travel. This could be chaos, drama, hecticness happening now in Moscow, Idaho, right? Um, Moscow, Ohio. Just kidding. All right. Um, but there could be a lot of, like drama going on now. A lot of fear, a lot of miscommunication, misunderstandings, questioning one another happening right now in Moscow, Idaho. There's discourse in the community, I feel. Slowly emerging. I feel like it's a slow burn. Like, my worry is, will this lead to like another, you know, another drama, another, event. That's what I hope does not happen. My wish is for the community to stay focused. I know it's hard to do that when there's so many unanswered questions. But the worst thing is for the community to unravel and then make it easy for there to be distraction for another event. All right, another slaying. So we got to be smart here, community of Moscow, Idaho. All right, and I think the most thing also is to stay alert, obviously, as well. I get the lovers and the placement of home, family, and emotions. This could mean a couple things. I feel like the way this case is going to be cracked open or uncovered is through the home, via the home. There's something specific about the home. Obviously, this is where the murders happened. But, could be something in the home, evidence they find in the home, around the home. The home is the focal point. Alright, I also feel like it's the victim's family members in particular. And I feel like maybe in particular one of these two girls' family members over here in the white, who are really actively pursuing justice and are actively pursuing answers. Alright? Through the love of their child. Which makes you want to cry, right? Wow. Get the temperance card. Showing up connected to creativity, self-expression, romance, children, childhood energy. I always get there's an energy where like they felt like they were safe. There was no indication that you were not safe in this home or in this environment, in this neighborhood. So, and I feel like there's something about in daylight, it's fine. Maybe the community feels safe, but it's nighttime, and particularly the hours that these four kids were slain, where people have the most fear or like anxiety. Like it's like if they were slain at 3 or 4 a.m., that's 3 4 a.m. in Moscow, Idaho. It's a ghost town. During the day, you may see more people out being cautious, but around 3 or 4 a.m., the timing that these kids were slain, around 3 or 4 a.m., you're not going to see anyone walking the streets of Moscow, Idaho. And if they are walking, they probably don't know what happened to these four kids, all right? Which is interesting because it happened in their own home. It didn't happen on the streets. So you should feel safe in your home. So it's like, do I go out? Do I stay in? Like, what's going on here? Right? But also, I feel like one of the kids are speaking. One of these kids are speaking on the other side. One of these kids are helping to guide. I feel like it's one of these two girls in the white. I keep getting their energy. One of these kids are helping to guide police, investigators, those helping to solve the case, particularly in Moscow, Idaho. One of these kids is trying to walk us to the answers. Alright? They have a strong spirit, one of these kids. Alright? I feel like it's one of the females. Very strong spirit. Even though what happened to them is tragic and it happened recently and they're still recovering from it, they're still on the other side doing the work to help fix this, to help heal this, to help get answers and clarity, to help catch the perpetrator, the criminal, the disgusting, vile person that did this. All right. I get the Hierophant. Connected to daily routine, work job. This could be a powerful man, in a position of power. This could be a judge. This could be someone in law enforcement. This could be a very spiritual, religious person, or someone with a lot of clout, a male. And once again, showing up in a placement of Mercury, so this would be associated with local day-to-day affairs. I'm just wondering which side is this Hierophant on. Can't tell yet. Let's see. I don't know. I get the Three of Swords. Okay. So, I feel like whoever did this is someone these kids know. Whether they know them well or don't know them well, they know this person, they're aware of this person, they may have talked to this person, locked eyes with this person before, are aware of this person's presence in some way, shape, or form, for the good or bad. I don't know why I hear local authorities or reported to authorities, so maybe the person who did this may have been reported to authorities as well before, either by these kids or in general. My question is this person being protected, though? Once again, money. Ace of Pentacles shows up connected to money, finances, personal belongings. Was this a paid? This is just a theory, allegedly for YouTube entertainment purposes only. Could this potentially have been a paid hit? Because I keep seeing money showing up. Now, once again, this could be because maybe money is being pumped into this case, and therefore, like to put more eyes on it, to maybe bring more information out, from people who may know something, or, is the money involvement something deeper, something maybe more sinister? Just a theory. The cards are clearly saying something about money. Now, I say that because money does show up in the placement of this Ace of Pentacles, shows up in the placement of death, evolution, change, and growth. Now, once again, this could be a lot of money being pumped into this, but to be honest with you, I don't know. I don't live in Idaho. I don't live anywhere near Idaho. But I have not heard much about this case, to be honest with you. I mean, I've heard some stuff. They're very quiet about this case. I've heard more about Shanquella Robinson. So what exactly is this money factor here? Huh. Get the Moon card showing up in the placement of truth, higher education, higher learning. Travel as well. Optimism. I question if this person is a student. I'm not ruling students out, but I'm questioning if this person is a student. I'm wondering also if the police or investigators initially went after students and are finding no leads. Because the Moon card can be like there's no leads, or it leads to a dead end. It leads to more questions. It could be that kind of energy. More questions than finding out the truth or the truth itself. Nine of Pentacles shows up in the placement of the past. Career. Page of Swords shows up. This would be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Could be a friend. Could be connected to social media, the internet. This person may know something for sure. Last card is the Ten of Wands, which is dragging one's feet. You know, there could be an energy where like the police could be quiet about a lot of things because they're trying to keep things under wraps for the, I don't know, truancy or the authenticity of the case in solving it. But they also honestly just may not know a lot right now to make final decisions. I feel like it's possible the person that did this or is associated with this is being protected. Or may have a lot of money or access to a lot of money. Because I keep getting like they're hidden in plain sight. Like it's like back to normal for their lives. Like, you know, it's like they're back on schedule with their daily routine. Maybe a few things have changed. It's possible they've quit their job by now or something like that. But these are all like, once again, clues that you would want to pay attention to. Who's recently quit their job? I'm also wondering if they've relocated outside of the person who did this. I'm wondering if they've relocated outside of Idaho or outside of Moscow, where this happened. Moscow, Idaho. All right. I think I'm gonna do one quick last question, and then I'm gonna move on and get to other content and clients. But my last question for this portion of this reading is: will this case be solved? Will we find the perpetrator who? Will the police investigators find the perpetrator who did this? Will the person who did this be found? Will this case be solved with these Idaho Ford students? Get a King of Cups. This would be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Aries male. I get a Page of Wands facing the King of Cups. This would be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Taurus young person, male or female. This person shows up connected to money. So could it be that this Page of Wands is associated with this King of Wands financially in some way? Because I do get a possibility that the person that did this may be older, or at least older than these kids here. Whether they were, you know, the person that did this was a senior and they were juniors or freshmen, whatever it is. Could it be a sugar daddy situation? I mean, I'm just throwing theories out there. I feel like people who knew these kids are starting to go over things in their mind and starting to put certain pieces and clues together and be like, well, that was weird when I had a conversation with them. And I remember they said this, and now I'm starting to think, is this a part of it? So I feel like certain things are starting to come to people, and I feel like there's going to be more people who were closely linked to these four kids, you know, who are going to come forth and say, you know, I did talk to them maybe a week before they passed, and they mentioned this, or I do remember we had this conversation a couple days before the whole thing happened with them, and they said something weird. All these are going to be clues, right? That maybe initially seemed irrelevant, but now looking back in hindsight, it's like, wait, maybe that was a clue, or maybe that, like, means something now. Like, I feel like the people that knew the kids that knew these people are looking back and are thinking of these things or are ruminating over their interactions with these kids. Money shows up again, connected to home, family, emotions. Either the victim's family member are putting money behind this in some way, or money was a factor in this slaying. I'll say allegedly, but I keep seeing money. Once again, I get the Queen of Pentacles showing up here. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I think this Queen of Pentacles is connected to one of the kids. I think this female with money, or Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Leo females, is connected to one of these kids. And maybe they are heeding the spiritual messages that one of these kids, one of these victims are giving them. Because remember earlier I was saying I feel like one of these kids are spiritually strong and are helping spiritually on the other side to help solve the case or bring the case to a close. Like at the Five of Wands, there's a mistrust going on of a lot of people. Like in the people's eyes of Moscow, Idaho, it's like the killer could be anyone. Everyone's a suspect. It's like Scream, Scream, the movie Scream, and everyone's a suspect. Money, once again. Showing up in a placement of death, evolution, change. Wondering if someone was paid to do this, or if this is like a hierarchical kind of thing. King of Pentacles shows up, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Ten of Swords connected to the past. Karma. Time. Justice card shows up connected to friends, acquaintances, social groups. Social media, the internet. And the Devil card is the last card. Will this case be solved? I definitely feel like they definitely will have some suspects. I don't know why I keep getting two people, though. So I don't know if necessarily two people did this or if two people somehow are involved. Well, it could be more than two people. There's definitely something connected to the people that these kids knew. Could be something connected to social media, the internet, technology as well that could give clues, cell phones, things of this nature. But unexpectedly, they either could make an arrest or they could have prime suspects. This could be maybe into the new year. This definitely would be... Probably I'll say 10 to 15 maybe weeks from now, 10 to 15 months. Anytime within that time frame, I feel like there's going to be some key suspects. But I don't know if it's the end of the case. It's like the suspects could be pulled in. But it may, if they're not immediately arrested, it may take a little while for an arrest to come through. Alright. Let's see what final message Spirit has for this reading. What final message does Spirit want us to know about this reading? Alright. I love this. I love the hummingbird or bluebird, whatever it is. I love birds in general. Alright. My first pet was a bird. So, alright. It says, the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. It's interesting when you end someone's life, you think you're shutting them up, but really you're freeing them. I think either all of these kids or one or at least one or two of these kids that are victims, I keep seeing these girls over here in the white, are going to help on the other side solve this case or bring justice or bring clarification, bring answers. So follow Spirit. Follow the spiritual energy. Those in Moscow. Alright? You're connected. You knew her. You knew them. Alright? The more energy and intention I bring to my faith. You've got to have faith that this will be solved as well. That the perpetrators will be brought to justice. And will be made an example of. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. I love that word fearless. Fear is fear or false evidence appearing real. There's another acronym someone told me about fear. I think I wrote it down. I wonder if I put it in my phone though. Let me see. I think I put it in my phone. Let me read it and then end on that note. I text myself so many things. I text myself notes and stuff like that. Okay. Face everything and rise. Fear is. My grandma taught me that it's false evidence appearing real, but I recently heard from a friend or a group of friends that it also can mean face everything and rise. I love that. All right, I'm going to end on that note. Thank you all for listening and watching. I've got some clients to get to, other content to get to. I've got horoscopes and things of that nature. So we will keep up to date with this case as we always do with the cases we read on this channel. If you would like me to read on you and anything going on in your life, once again, please do not hesitate to text me, call me, beat me if you want to reach me. Once again at 703-791-9162. You can also visit my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. Thank you for listening and watching, and thank you so much for your support. Psychic with a T, the psychic with a T, that's me, that's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong, this tarot card reading about to be long. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong, this tarot card reading about to be long. Psychic with a T, the psychic with a T, that's me, that's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me.